Hi, so I thought I'd make this video just to show how to solo farm Living Side for Righteous Orbs on SoD. So right off the bat, I stealth as I walk through. You can't always do this though, because in this dungeon, the spawns are random, and the zombies and ghouls can see through stealth. As you can see here, I check around the corner and I see a zombie too close to the wall. So I don't believe I can stealth past that. I'll probably pull out a whole pack. So instead I pull and I run straight back to the corner. The reason why I do this is because the mages will cast frostbots and they'll just stand in the square and it'll slow me down, so it's just easier to just bring them all the way back here. So I quickly dispatch all the mages and then clear the rest. So for doing this, the consumables that I use are a full set of world bursts because they're very cheap right now, only 5 commendations each, which is half a stack of rune cloth. That equates to like 3 gold a world buff, so it's a lot more efficient to just use world buffs than using flasks or anything like that. On my offhand, I'm using spacious poison for more damage, and then the main hand I'm leaving free, but I'll explain more about the gear at the end of the video. Oh, I forgot to mention, the ghouls are very annoying. They can put a disease on you that can slow your movement down, put a dot on you, reduce your dodge chance. So usually when I do these runs, I run with a bunch of restorative potions. But because they are maybe a bit pricey for farming, like 9 gold, 6 gold each, I usually use it as soon as I get to the living side, just in case I get another disease from another ghoul. So it's good to carry a bunch of that. But if you're a dwarf, it's a lot cheaper because dwarf racial passive can cleanse diseases every 3 minutes. So bear that in mind. Here I killed this boss because the next group of mobs, I might not be able to stealth past it. So I killed this just so I can use the alcove to line of sight. So I fuck up here as well. An eye spawns, but I don't notice it. So yeah, I pull this group because I don't believe I can stealth past. Line of sight here. But if you aggro an eye, it's not a big deal because they'll spawn gargoyles, which mostly do physical attacks, which is not a problem for this build. It's only magic that will give you trouble. Yeah, I kill the eye, leave down the rest, gargoyles. But I noticed that the abomination's coming, but I don't pay too much attention. As I said, because it's a physical attack, it's not much of a threat, but it does slow down your farm, so if you can, you'd ideally want to stealth past these guys.
I can't loot that.
So now I make my way through, I see, oh, okay, the zombies are quite far away, so I just stealth past this group. Same with this group too, I managed to get past this. But this group, that cadaver is way too close, so I just engage straight away. Move myself to the casters, kill them quick. Try and keep my back away from them so I don't get hit in the back. Focus down the ghoul, I just noticed that one. Luckily I didn't get any diseases from fighting the ghouls so far. I moved back just in case my sinister cleaves into that ghost. Yep, I kill this. Straight by accident. No maggots or anything come out. Now to the living side. So living side is pretty straightforward, just like the undead. You just want to focus down the casters first. Most of the melee in here are not very dangerous, so as soon as I kill that, just switch it. Melee. The water elemental is not dangerous either. I don't even bother trying to kick them. So I like to open with Tube Shot on this because it gives me a chance to use my combos on Blade Dance, and then I use the next set on Slice and Dice. So here, as you can see, I move straight to this next group because it's only one's guard, which isn't dangerous. So once both of those are dealt with, I just clear them the rest. But as I said before, the spawns can be random, so it might not be 2 guards, but it could be 2 mages, or a mage and an initiate, which does Mind Blast. So be careful. So I'll pop the crate by accident there, kill that maggot. I pop this crate too by accident. So yeah, here I killed an initiate, and then I notice, okay, there's no more. So I go straight for the next group, kill the next mage. When you're inside, you do not want to do this against the harder casters. So only out here you can do this quite safely. Oh, so there's my first Righteous Orb. The Righteous Orbs are very RNG in this place. You could do the whole thing and just get 1 or 5 to 6. So from all the runs I've done, I would say the average is like 2.5. So if you get a bad run, don't be put off by it. Just keep running it. And you'll get a good haul if you do it multiple times. So this next group I run straight in, because after you kill this group, Undead will spawn and head into the corridor that you just saw. So you don't want to you don't want to pour these into that room.
It's too far away.
As you can see, there's a patrol coming, but I'm not too worried. Pull back, and if they aggro, I'll just line of sight. So I pulled all of that group, patrol and the group at the back. So as I said, I just move back, line of sight. Move comes. Kill that one first. And just make sure nothing's hitting me in the back. As you notice as well, the low health ones run away, but because I know that I've cleared it, it's not too dangerous. But you do not want that to happen if they're running to another group.
Not ready.
Okay, so this boss, this mini boss, usually I don't attack him, but because that guy died on the table, I had to go and do him. He's not very difficult, but he just doesn't drop any Righteous Orbs, so usually I skip him. So these next two groups, you could do it two ways. If you are less scared, you will want to pull them out and back into that corridor and kill them like that. But as you can see here, I just killed the two initiates. And then I moved to the other group. Fortunately, he gets off a mind blast and drops my health a bit, but I managed to recoup. So the weapon and chance I'm using right now are both double Grand Crusader, which is a new one, which costs 2 Righteous Orbs. So the first 4 Righteous Orbs I got when I was doing this, I spent on that because it heals a lot. I would say it accounts for like 35% of my healing. Now this next bit is probably the most dangerous part of the dungeon. Defenders here, they stun. So I checked down that hall because there is a patrol that comes. But I was not patient enough, so first I killed this quickly as fast as I can before I can get stunned. Before I get stunned, as you can see, I just get stunned there, and you do not want that to happen when the casters are up because they could blast you. So here I aggroed the other 2 groups, which even though they are melee, it is still dangerous because if you get chain stunned like that, you're going to take damage. Because currently you are not using the tank rune, which means you do take full damage. However, your avoidance is very high. I'll kill those. Up ahead, I believe there's 2 defenders. Normally, I would sap one and then move over to the caster. But here I just took the chance, which I do not recommend. Go straight for the priest. As long as the priest dies, you're okay. I got stunned there. Okay.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
So here on the ground is a scroll. I believe it's for some blacksmithing quest, but this guy can also drop a Righteous Orb, so I popped the scroll and kill this guy too. It's not very difficult. But he does, he can give you a debuff that reduces your armor by 50%, which normally is not too bad, but in here with the stuns, it can be dangerous, but I just ignore it. So here I see there's 2 defenders, so I sap one. Then kill the sorcerer as much as you can, as fast as you can. As I said before, when you come here, the spawns are random, so you can be very unlucky and get 2 sorcerers and 2 defenders here, which has happened to me before. And one stun and some unlucky cast, and it can go very badly. So if that happens to you, I'd recommend blinding the second defender too. So I skipped that boss as well because he does not drop any orbs, and his loot is just a waste of bag space. Because once you come out of this, you have so much rune cloth, which I save for world buffs. You'll get more rune cloth than you'll need for world buffs, so you can convert some into bandages and the rest just sell. So here are new mobs. So these Inquisitors, as you can see, they channel a mind flay that's very dangerous. As soon as you see it happen, you want to kick them immediately, even if you're not targeting them. So be quick to switch to them, because they can easily chunk down half your health if you let them fully channel. So this next bit is where I do make a bunch of mistakes, but luckily I survive. And oh, there's another Righteous Orb there. So as you can see, there's a patrol moving away. Instead of waiting for them to come back, I just get impatient and I just start going for it. And then the second mistake I make here, so I aggro them, I run straight to the mage. Instead of, I should have moved back to the hallway and line of sight. Because as you can see here, I'm trying to make sure they're facing in front of me, and then I aggro the group inside there too. Then I also fuck up and vanish, but make no use of it. So here, like, I'm panicking, I pop evasion, I focused on Inquisitor first, then Battle Mage, pop my heal potion, and then now that they're all dead, I can relax a little bit. Even though my health is very low, I know I can regen enough to survive against these guys. So after I loot these, I think I aggro a group of undead. Yep. So these spawn when you kill the group at the end. Usually I go into the alcove after I kill that group at the end. So these guys usually run past. But they're very weak anyway, so it's not a big deal. It also gave me an opportunity to regen my health. So here I fuck up again, so I get impatient and pull this patrol, even though there's a group right next to them. So now I have to deal with both. So I just focused on the mage, second one. But after that, you can see my health is low, and I moved very poorly there, so they all whacked me in the back and dropped my health down. So here I get very close to dying, but okay, I tried to bandage, but I didn't notice I have a fire dot on me, so
I can't loot that.
okay, it just failed immediately. So instead I had to eat, which took a lot of time out of this run. So I'll skip ahead here. Okay, so now that I'm healed up, there's only like 3 groups of mobs left. So I'll go in here, there's 2 monks for them.
Inventory is full.
If I pulled a group previously one at a time, it would have been a lot faster. Because the aim of this is to get out of each encounter with close to full health, so you can just keep moving. You do not want to sit and eat and help it. So after you kill this, 2 more monks will spawn. Now the last boss, not not the actual last boss, but the last boss we're going to kill that can drop, has a very high chance of dropping a Righteous Orb. Can be a little tricky if your health is not high enough. He has two abilities that are very dangerous. One is Pyroblast, which is a very long cast, so it's quite easy to avoid. The other one is called Searing Winds, which is a stun, which is very dangerous. So as you can see, I open with Garrote for as much damage as I can, and I tank him here. The reason why I tank him here because you want to line of sight this cast here, which I do not do quick enough. So you have to be very aware of that. Then he gets off a Pyroblast, unfortunately, but I survive. If you do not do enough damage to this guy, he can cast it again, which is very bad RNG, and that will cost you the run. You have to run all the way back. But if you have enough damage, as you can see there, you can still survive one Pyroblast and one Searing Wind. So in that run, I believe I got 5 orbs, which is very, very lucky. Now I'll switch over and show you the gear that I use. So this is pretty much my standard soloing build. The first set I use is the AQ 2.5 set. The 2-piece and the 4-piece are very good. The 2-piece will make your Sinister Strike hit 2 targets, which will cleave. And the 4 set will make 20% of that damage come back as healing. And if your health is full, it will come back as a shield. So because you're hitting twice, you're going to get even more heals. No brainer. The rune that I go for is Combat Potency, because you will have some energy issues because you're spamming Sinister Strike so much. Okay, go for neck. Your neck doesn't really matter. You could go for Mark of Jatoon for more avoidance if you want, or any other necklace, not a big deal. Shoulder enchant, I use Thrill Seeker, which reduces your adrenaline rush down to 1 minute, which I really like with the next tank set, because then you can use adrenaline rush and Blade Flurry at the same time and just spam those Sinister Strikes. The cloak, Crimson Tempest, I only use Crimson Tempest when the target that I'm attacking is about to die and both my Blade Dance and Slice and Dice is up. So I'll use that as like a filler just to make sure damage is going out and my combo points aren't wasted. I use the AQ10 set because it's very good for energy efficiency. Basically makes your combo finishes cost no energy with the talents that I'll be using. On the chest, Deadly Brew, you do not want to use the tank set, the tank rune, because it will nerf your dodge. So you want as much avoidance as possible. And also the tank rune nerfs your damage, and you want more damage for more heals and more damage to kill things quicker, of course. On the wrist, I use Unfair Advantage. You can go for Carnage if you want, but for me, I don't use Crimson Tempest so much, and Unfair Advantage does a lot of damage. It will do like 10% of your overall damage, or maybe more, 10 to 15%. And it also gives you combo points, which means that you can be more energy efficient. So I really like Unfair Advantage. As you can see, I'm using the Tank Knack set, mainly for the Blade Flurry that goes down to 1 minute. Also, the Knack set and the AQ set has a lot of expertise, which is basically the first stat, reduce the chance of your attacks to be dodged or parry. This is very good for soloing. That's another reason why I use it. For the gloves, you want to use tier 2 because there are enemies in there that will disarm you. So it's very important to have tier 2 gloves. I'm using the DPS one right now because my tank one is got the mining enchant. So my DPS ones I just found lying around had agility on it, which is another 1% dodge. So more dodge, more AP, it's always good. Belt, I use Shuriken Toss, just a quick combo generator. There's a group of enemies, you'll get 5 combo points, just very good. Blade Dance, of course, you're going to need this. Wearing tank gear, it basically makes your defense convert into attack power. So every 1 point of defense you get 4 attack power. So you want this up as soon as you can, basically. So I usually, when I open, I cheap shot, get like 3 combo points, pop this off, and then shuriken toss, and then slice and dice, or eviscerate if you want to finish off a caster quickly. The boots, rolling with punches, and then AQ again, Nax, tank ring. And then for my trinkets, I use 2 defensive ones because, as I said before, with Blade Dance you get attack power from defense. And also you're going to get the benefit of having stamina. And with World Buffs active, you're going to have a lot more HP, which can make you survive those hairy situations, as you saw earlier in my videos. If I didn't have these 2 on, I probably would have died in those sketchy pulls that I did. The gun I use is Husk Launcher because it gives the most avoidance, I believe. Maybe the Stinger Bow from AQ40 also is very good. I don't have that. I've got Dark Rider Spine as well. That's also very good for offensive. But I just go for as much mitigation as possible in a situation like this. As you can see here, my avoidance is 77.7. I believe if I had 4 world buffs up, which I don't right now, it goes up to like 78.8. So with Blade Dance up, that's another 10%. That will be 88% avoidance from melee swings. So it's very important, as you saw in my run, not to get hit in the back, as it will hurt. As for talents, I just go for standard, kind of modified standard tank build that you can get from Wowhead. So these are pretty just normal tank spec. I go for aggression because more Sinister Strike and more Vest Rate, more damage, more heals. Here I go for 3 points in a Vest Rate rather than Ruthlessness because for me personally, I don't believe that 2 in 3 chance of getting a combo point when you use a combo point is useful in all situations, because if you use it on something that's about to die, it's pretty much wasted talent. So I go for 3 points in improved vest rate for more damage. Slice and dice 3, 2 points in exposed armor. More reduced armor from your Sebaceous is going to do way more damage, so it's very good investment damage wise. And this talent is very good for refunding your mana, energy. As I said before, the AQ set reduces your finishes by 50%, and you get 25% 25 energy after using it too. Basically makes Eviscerate free. So I forgot to mention one more thing. On my weapons, I have the new enchant Grand Crusader on both my weapons. I did originally have agility for more avoidance, but the Grand Crusader does a lot of healing, as you can see here. It's about a third of the healing, whereas the rest is come from your AQ set, so it's very strong. Basically heals for like 500 HP proc, and it procs quite a lot. Costs like 2 Righteous Orbs and a bunch of other stuff as well. So that about covers it. So if you have any questions that I haven't gone over, just comment below. I'll try and answer it as soon as I can. And happy farming!